Good afternoon. Welcome to the balance class. This is Lori. We're going to balance for about 30 minutes. We're not going to balance for that long, but we're going to work on muscle groups that help us to balance a little bit better. So we need to get warmed up. Let's just shift your body weight side to side. Lift your heels up a little bit. Sway your arms. Just get moving this afternoon. Moving the best that you can, and of course, if you'd rather do this in sitting, you may do this in sitting. All right, so just kick out your legs a little bit. Open up those fingers. Get the blood flowing again after lunch. All right, let's work on our knee lifts. So standing nice and tall, bracing that belly. One at a time, lift your knees up, and of course, I am standing in front of the chair, but you can stand right alongside the chair if you need to hold on to something. So let's go. Lifting that knee up nice and slow so that at any given time you are on one foot. All right. Bend your knees, lift your heels up from the back. Nice and slow. Warming up those hamstrings, that buttocks. Just getting those legs nice and warm. All right, standing straight up. Press down on your toes, lift your heels. And again, you can be holding the back of that chair if you need to. I think this is 4. Let's go to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's shake out our legs. I'm going to come back here and take a seat. Once again, sitting up nice and tall. We need to work the quadriceps muscles. Let's start on this right leg with good posture. Lift your leg up, hold it. Working the quadriceps muscle, lowering down, and we're going to go for 10. Up for 2, and 3, and 4, 5, up 6, 7, up 8, 9, one more, and 10. Switch over to the other leg. Again, think about that posture. Brace that belly. Lifting up, flex your foot back and hold. And lower down, nice and easy and controlled. Up for 2. And down. 3. And 4. We're going to 10. 5. 6. 7, and 8. Make sure you didn't drop down. 9, and 10. So we pressed our toes down and lift our heels. Now what I'd like you to do is press your heels down and lift those toes up as high as you can, and then down. Up for 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. Up for 10. And then just alternate, up and down, up and down. I want you to feel that in your ankles. They should start to feel tired. And then switch to your heels. Heels up and down. Just alternate. Heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How about in and out? Very important to have strong ankles. Okay, now your heels. Kind of like your pigeon-toed. Out to in, out to in, out to in, out to in. Now allow those ankles to roll out like this, and then back in. Roll out. And back in. 2 more times. Rolling out. Back in. Last time, roll out. and in. Okay, it's time to stand again. So let's come up out of our chair, come behind your chair. Okay, I'm going to stand to the side. And let's work our knee flexion. Right leg first, lifting up, hold, and down. Lift for 2, nice and controlled, down. I'm trying not to touch the floor, up for 3. Standing nice and tall, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. And of course, we're going to do the other leg. Think of this as oiling your joints. Knee is down, lift up. Try not to touch the floor. And up on 2, standing tall, the belly is braced, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to take some steps, and we're going to work some hip abduction. This is where I'm going to lift our leg one at a time out to the side. I'm going to start with that right leg, holding the chair lightly. You can stay right behind the chair if you'd like, and bring it out to the side. I'm just standing to the side so you can see exactly what I'm doing. 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to switch to that other leg. Okay, we take some steps and get ready to lift out, nice and controlled, and back in. Remember, we don't want to tilt. Keep your body upright the best that you can. Out for 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Let's take some steps. Okay, so you might be feeling that in your hips. That's where you should feel it. All right, straight back, hip extension, starting with this right leg, standing tall, squeeze and press back, and then bring that leg back to that center position. Press back for 2, and in. 3, 4, and down. 5, and 6, 7, back 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to stay right here, take some steps, shake out those legs and arms a little bit. Let's go back to that left leg. Here we go, straight back. Press back, squeeze and tighten the buttocks, and lower down. Back for 2, and 3. Remember with this one, we're not tipping forward. 4, and 5, 6, and 7. Almost through. 8, 9, and 10. Take some steps. All right, so I'm going to add one today. I'm going to turn my chair this way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take the leg that's on the inside, and I'm going to lift out. So I'm working the inner thigh, the adductor muscles, and I'm going to bring my leg back to that center position. So I'm lifting up. Okay, so I'm not just swinging it over. I'm crossing and lifting up. I believe that's 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. As you can see, it's nice and controlled. 8, 9, and 10. Take some steps. All right, other leg, same way. Slowly crossing over with a flexed foot. And then back to that midline. Out for 2 and 3, working the inner thigh. 4, up for 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. You did a great job. Take some steps. All right, we're going to take a rest for just a second as we sit down. Okay, reach your arms up and inhale. And exhale down. If you have your drink, it's a good time to take a drink. Keep hydrated. So it's time to work our sit to stand exercise. I'm going to scoot forward in my chair. If you have arms on your chair, by all means use the arms of your chair to press up. If you've done this many times before and you don't need the arms of your chair, then you can cross your arms in front of your chest, tip your nose over and in front of your knees and toes, and press up to stand. And then reversing that, we lower ourselves down, hinging at your hip, and you're back to that seated position. Let's call that 1. And if you can, let's go to 10. Up on 2, and down, and up on 3, and down. Up on 4, and down. 5, we are halfway there, and down. 6, 7, down. Up on 8. Last 2, you can do this. 9. And 10. Awesome job. Okay, so I'm going to switch chairs for just a second. I'm going to move this one over. I'm going to sit on this one for this next exercise. So, this next exercise, we're going to use our arms. If you have some wrist instability, or if you have arthritis in your wrist, this may not be an exercise that you would want to do, because I'm going to use the arms of the chair to press up, and it's actually an arm exercise. We're going to hold and balance ourselves up for about 3 seconds, and then gently lower yourself back down to the chair. So if you have a chair with arms, we're going to use the arms. If you don't, you can do the same exercise by pushing up from your own chair like this. You just won't have as much range. Okay, so here we go. Arms on the side, pressing up. Hold as you balance yourself up on your arms for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower yourself down to sitting. Now gauge that first one. If that bothers your wrist, you may not want to do this exercise. Okay, what you can do is lift up and then help yourself to lower down. Just don't hold yourself up for that 3 seconds. But if it doesn't bother you, you can press up. My hands are outward, holding 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And up again, holding my body weight for 3, 2, 1, and I lower down. We've got 2 more left. Pressing up, holding my body weight, lowering down, 3, 2, 1, and down. Last time, pressing up, hold, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way back down. Nice job. You may want to do some wrist circles. Circle the opposite direction. Point and flex, point and flex, and then just shake out those wrists. All right, let's come back up to standing. Okay, so you get your exercise by standing up, sitting down, working these different exercises. All right, so either chair, I just prefer to use the smaller one. We are going to work our squats. So last week I showed you the squats. Great exercise to strengthen the legs, hip, and buttocks to maintain your balance. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing, holding behind my chair. Feet are about hip width or my chair width apart. You're going to lower yourself down. Your bottom comes back behind you, but you've got to be able to press through your heels and lift yourself up. Okay, so only go down as low as you are able to, knowing that you've got to come back up. So let's try 5. This is number 2. And then up. You do not have to go as low as I'm showing. You may even go lower than I'm showing. 3. Stay within your own limitations. And up, and I am continuing to breathe. I am not holding my breath. We've got 2 more. Lower down. And then up. I'm starting to feel it in my thighs. Last one. Continuing to breathe. And back up. Good job. And let's shake out. All right, so let's work some standing balance, our one-legged stance. So I'm going to hold the chair, standing on my right foot. Okay, so you can have the chair right in front of you like this, if you'd like. I'm going to hold it to the side so you can see me. Right foot is down, left foot is up. And let's hold for 5 seconds. Here we go. Ready? For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch that foot down. And now we're going to switch. You can have a table in front of you, a countertop. Make sure you're holding on to something or you have access to something right in front of you or beside you. Standing on the left foot, lifting up the right. 5 seconds. Here we go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch down. Take some steps. We're going to do that all again, only 10 seconds. Okay? Right foot is down, so get yourself ready. This time, I want you to really focus on something. Looking straight ahead, brace the belly, shoulders are up, back, and down. Squeeze and tighten the bottom, and that will help. Here we go. Get yourself ready. Standing on the right, the left foot is up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch that foot down. And one more time. Standing on the left, lifting up the right. So get yourself ready. Brace the belly, shoulders up, back, and down. Focus on something for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touchdown. Okay, I'm going to stay in this same position. I'm going to place my right foot in front of left. Remember, this is called tandem, okay, or our tightrope walking. So we get in this position. I need you to find your center. Shoulders are up, back, and down. You can hold the chair or hover over the chair for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding the chair, take the front leg, and let's take a few steps forward and back. Okay, so we're not really going anywhere. We're just moving forward and back, sort of testing the waters as if we're on a balance beam or a tightrope. Okay, so nice and easy, forward and back. Your option, if this seems kind of simple, is to lower yourself down just a little bit, come back up, switch that leg front to back, and try it again. Remember, that chair is right here in case you need it. Take your time, forward, mini lower, and up. Bring the leg behind you, and then lower, and back up. Okay, I've got the left foot in front of the right. Find your center. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the front foot, and this is where we're going to take some steps, but we're not really going anywhere. Forward and back. So pretend and focus you're on that balance beam, you're on that tightrope, and you're just moving forward and back. And you're going to hold that chair if you feel wobbly. So if you're doing this, and you say, oh, that's pretty easy, hold the position, and then try to drop down just a little bit. Pop back up, switch that foot behind, and try it again. A little bend, and up, step, bend. Remember, the chair is right here in case you need it. Up, and one more time. Behind you, and then bend and lower, and back up. All right, let's shake those legs out, shake your arms out. Let's try our forward lunge, getting pizza out of the oven. Let's take our right leg, take a step forward. Here's your pizza. Put it in the oven, okay, and come back out. Switching legs, step forward, pizza in the oven, come back up, and back. So of course, if you need that chair, you're right here. You're pretending with that one arm as you hold the chair, and back up, and one more time. Stepping forward, pizza in the oven, and coming all the way back. Shake out. Good job. All right, I'm going to come back to the chair. So, if you have a ball with you, bring the ball with you. If you don't worry about it. You can get a small cushion or a pillow, place it behind your back. And that's what I'm going to do with the ball. I'm going to show you a few core exercises to do. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. If you have come to the balance class, we work what's called Grandma's Rocking Chair. It can be done without anything in your back, but this gives you a little more support. Arms are crossed in front, and we just rock forward in the chair, press your mid-back against the ball, and rock back. So we're working these abdominal muscles, curling forward and rocking back. The ball just gives you some low back support. Curling forward and back. And I generally do about 10 of these. Forward and back. So you're bracing the belly, crunching, pressing that low back into the ball, just as if you were rocking in a rocking chair. And I'm not quite sure how many I've done. Let's just do 4 more. 4, I need my counters. And 3, and 2, and 1. I'm going to take the ball out, bring it around. So I'm going to use the ball again, but you do not have to use the ball. This one is another core and abdominal exercise. It's called the wood chop. What I'm going to do is take the ball up on a diagonal and chop and lower down to the opposite side. And let's do 5 to a side. And this is 2. And up. And then 3. Up. And then 4. Up. 5. And up. And of course we have another side, so switch hands, switch to the opposite side, and down. Lifting up, cross over using those good core muscles for 2, and 3, and 4, up, and last one, 5, and up. Bringing the ball down, you can place the ball right between your knees. If you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow or a cushion. Place it between the legs right here. Gives you something to focus on and squeeze. Tighten the abdominal muscles, the inner thighs, and the lower pelvic muscles, and pull back. Let's do 5. Squeeze and hold, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm continuing to breathe. Draw back. We're on 3. Squeeze. And draw back on 4. Squeeze, hold, and draw back for 5. Let's place that on the other chair. All right, we need to do a little bit of stretching and finish up. Taking your right heel forward, reaching forward, finding length in that hamstring, reaching out toward your toe and hold. Draw that leg back and switch, reaching forward, hinging from your hip, and hold. And bring that leg back, reaching both arms up overhead. Let's twist over to the right side. Twisting over to the left. Back to center. Open your arms wide. Leave your palms up. Bring them in. Open wide. Hands coming up together. And relax your arms down in front. Scoot all the way back in your chair, sitting up nice and tall. Circle your ankles. You can circle your wrists. Opposite direction, ankle and wrists. Place your feet flat on the floor. Sitting up tall. Drop your right ear down to the right shoulder. Bring your head back to that center position. Left ear to the left shoulder. Head back to that center position. Gentle tuck, aligning the spine from the neck down through the upper back, shoulders. Chin tilt as if you're sitting in your car and the back of your head is touching your car seat. Drop the chin down. And then slowly lift up. Inhale. And exhale, open wide. Thank you for coming to the balance class today. Closing your arms, give yourself a hug. Have a wonderful day.